Hello and welcome to this. We're going to call it Crochet Diaries. I keep putting off doing another podcast thing. It's not quite me. I like to talk, I like to vlog, so I thought instead I would just do a crochet vlog where we're going to chat. I'll show my projects. It could be for a week, a 2 weeks, a month. I don't know how long it will be, but I just want to make a nice crochet video where I can ramble about crochet, and I just don't suit structure that much, you know. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. I've had a nice 2-week break from major filming, vlogging, because had a menti bee. Basically my mental health went to shit and I needed to have a real break before I broke again. So yeah, that is what I did. I did loads of crocheting while doing that. I did crafting, I did lots of resting, but yeah, but here we are. It is the 1st of September and I thought it would be fun to do a little challenge over September of stash busting September. I have one parcel of wool coming from Hobie to finish off a project and to do 2 more new ones. So yeah, but they are scarves. It is September. I live in the UK. It gets cold. Literally by the end of the month will be hat/scarf season. So yeah, I mean, the fact it's been peeing it down today with rain. We've had thunder and then now it's sunshine. So the first 2 weeks of September either are choppy and changey or very warm, and then we suddenly hit cold. So yeah, so that's what I indulged and bought some nice wool to make a scarf. So because I get to make a scarf this year, I've already learned how to make hats. Now I want to learn how to make scarves, and then gloves or fingerless mitts. It's more my thing. I'm not the biggest fan of gloves. I have a little short, podgy fingers. I do. I got baby knuckles, alright. Well, little small fingers. Gloves always too long, but my hands are too wide for kid gloves, basically. So I just don't fit gloves with fingers. So I've just learned over years, buy fingerless gloves or fingerless mitts, that kind of thing. So yeah, but I've technically already started and finished a project for stash busting September. I have not finished the 2 balls wool, but I am planning to make more stuff because this is the joys are hitting September. We're in the burr months, so autumn. I get to make all the autumn things and it fills me so much joy. I have made, this is a pattern by the Caffeinated Snail. I will try and link everything. If I forget, please, and you want to know, or you just don't want to Google it, message me and I'll add it to the link. I'll add it to the description below. But let's turn it so I've stuffed it with wool because yeah, I don't have any stuffing to hand, and without it looks really weird, so I'm trying to show it off at its best. I have made a little acorn bag. Look at it, look, it's the first pattern I've ever followed. Never made a pattern before, but yeah, it is made with single crochets on the body, and then it's made with the bobble stitch. Oh, come on, focus. Bobble stitch, and then I've made a little top bit, and then you make little holes and the lid slides up and down. And yeah, it's so cool and I'm so happy. I made it out of 2 different yarns, obviously, both second hand. This one was from Vinted, this one was from a charity shop. It was a whole £1 for the ball. It is Rowan felted tweed, 50% merino wool, 25% alpaca, 25% viscose. I will say it's not the softest at all. I would never make a garment for it. I personally find it itchy, but for decoration or a little project bag or pencil case, which, you know, I'm going to use this as a bit of both really. Project bag when I'm out and about, pencil case when I'm going to art galleries is what it's going to be used for. This is the colour 154 and I got it for £1 in the charity shop. So I have about half of it left, so I'm going to make more acorn decorations with it. So yeah, so this is going to get used. And the other wool I used, which I love, I got this on Vinted in a bundle with like 5 or 6 other wools for £5, and I knew what a bargain it was because it's Malabrino wool. which if you are a person who likes, you know, fibres, it's a nice brand. This is the shade 64 Chispa. Come on, I feel like a beauty YouTuber every time I do this. There we go, that is the name. It is 100% superwash merino wool, 100 grams, and yeah, super soft. I love the colourways, and apart from one ball in the whole lot, all the other balls I've got are Malabrino. So yeah, so I'm so looking forward to making it. I'm tempted with the rest of this because I love this bobble stitch and how it looks in this colourway. I'm tempted to make a beret of an acorn out of this, so because this, you know, basically make this but bigger, hat sized. Maybe go up a hook size, because I used a 4.5 hook to make this, so I might go up to, I don't think I've got, no, I don't have a 5.5 addy hook. I have nearly every size now apart from that, but I do have a 6 that's sitting here, so I might make it in a 6 and go up a size. Number 1, it'll work up quicker. Number 2, slightly bigger bobbles. But yeah, so I'm very, very tempted to basically make an acorn hat because I love acorns. I love acorns, I love conkers, I love oak leaves, I love crunchy leaves, pumpkins. I don't personally like real ones in my house because they go mouldy within 24 hours, they melt. I love seasonal squashes though. Those are the bomb, and they're edible. Best of both worlds. But obviously this year I'm very much looking forward to crafting some. So I've got some patterns saved, and now that I have made a object from a pattern, I'm very excited to be able to do some more. And ironically, the wool that I've stuffed inside this, apart from the black, I have, yeah, this wool here, and the brown is going to become more acorns and leaves. So yeah, and this is Drops Alpaca. I have 2 balls of it, came in a bag, the 2 balls and a white one for, was it like £4.50 or something, wasn't it? I don't know, about that. It was about £4 I think. And I was like, I didn't know how much it was online. It's very, very soft. It is a bit fibery on the fluffy halo thing, but yeah, so there we go. So 1st of September we're going to do, yeah, stash busting September. I'm going to try and work through what I already own, minimal adding to it, and if I do, it will be second hand. But here we go, here's my thing without the wool in it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to using my little derpy acorn bag. It's so cute. So yeah, very proud of myself. So I will see you when I get cracking on, probably tomorrow, with some more projects. I don't think they're going to be acorn based. No, I don't think it'll be autumn based. We are planning to get a load of whips finished. I've got a jumper I want to finish, and I have got several Christmas presents I need to get back to working on. So yeah, that is the aim. We're going to start back on one of them tomorrow. But I had to share with you, 1st of September, acorns. Yeah, I am so happy. And there's a little handle. So there we go. So yeah, see you when I start crocheting next. Hello, it is September 3rd. I have finished another project. I have made an acorn beret. It's so cool. So here's the top. It's just like an extension of the acorn bag, and then I just, yeah, I was a bit worried I was going to run out of wool on the top, so I did a few less stitches in the bobbles and did some double crochets, and then decreased and added in a bit of a brown acrylic I had left over. I made the little nub. So yeah, so it's so cool. I just need to put you down for 2 seconds to put the hat on properly. Like one of those bad Scottish soft toys. I've woven in all the ends. So yeah, excuse the hair, it's going to be bleached and dyed in the next couple of days. But yeah, so it's going to kind of sit like that, and then you guys get a first look, because I haven't looked at it yet, of the back. So sit you here, and then look, here's what it looks like. And I am very happy with it. It makes my soul happy. I feel like a flower fairy. This is how much I have left of the Manabrigio wool, which is pretty cool. And this is how much I have left of the little brown scrap. So I will call that a success. I am going to use this little bit left on something. The scrap I think is kind of done. But yeah, so here we go. So I've got a beret so far and a bag. Not bad for 3 days. So yeah, I am going to, obviously I'm going to give it a steam because it's a bit wobbly. So yeah, and it's wool, apart from the little bit of brown acrylic, but I really like the striping it gives. And yeah, so I'm going to give it a steam block just to see if that will help with the wobble, because it was getting a bit wobbly as I was getting bigger. So yeah, but I'm very happy with it. It looks very, very cool. So yeah, so I've got a little beret. I've never made a beret before, never even sewn one, so yeah, so very happy with that. So there we go. So yeah, that is 1.5 balls of wool down and a scrap, which was about less than half a ball, not even that, but you know, it's using up what I've got. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I'm not too sure if I'm going to crochet any more today, because I do plan to work on my hair, but I thought I had to update the little crochet vlog of my hat. So there we go, all good, and I'm very, very happy with myself. So yeah, so I'll see you next time I get crocheting. Hello, it's still the 3rd. Excuse my hair. We are part way through, look. No roots. So yeah, I have just had a hobby order. So yeah, so I thought we would share it. So let's get you a bit better positioned. Yeah, if you'd excuse it, this is my in-between phase. We're going to do it all in one day today. But I did a bit of an order. I got 2 new things for me, and I also got stuff to carry on with the skirt because I've ran out of yarn. So yeah, so let me show you what I've got. Just take a few bits out. I didn't get tons, but I got enough to get free postage, basically, was the aim. Do I get sweet? Hey, got a sweet. These taste like cherry drops. If you're from the UK, they're so good. We'll start off what I actually ordered on purpose. I am making, if I grab it, a skirt. Basically, I'm going for a vibe of, if you watch my normal vlogs, you'll be sick to death of this skirt by now, but it's been kind of my recent project. Pigeon walking in crunchy leaves. I have just done 2 balls of red, and yeah, we're in the crunchy leaves level of it now. So yeah, so what I ordered was to go with the red. There is a lovely like claret burgundy, and then I've got a mixed red brown mixed ball, a bit like the green hair, and then I've got a dark brown, but I needed the claret to go in between that. So then it's going to go the claret, the mixed ball, the dark brown, and then we're going to go light brown, which is this. These are all, by the way, rainbow 8/4 cotton. And then into the light brown we're going to go this, I think it's army green, and then this darker green. So yeah, I'm basically going for ombres the whole way through. Then there's this fun mixed one, and then we're going to, hopefully this will be enough to finish it off for a good length, end it with these 2 balls of rust. So yeah, so this is the kind of colour story the end bit will be, which will be really fun. So that means 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I've already used I think 9 balls on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've used 10 so far, so it's got another 9 to go on it. So yeah, but no, the cotton rainbow was finally on offer basically, and I thought, oh, shouldn't be buying wool, really shouldn't, but oh well, I needed to get some to finish that skirt. So yeah, and I do plan to crochet a cardigan that is in greys and with reddy tones, so it gives pigeon vibes basically. I've got a whole outfit planned in my head, and then of course my new, when it's dyed, my autumnal hair, it's gonna look chef's kiss. So yeah, and then I picked up 2 of the tea time cakes. This one the band has ripped. This one is number 8. It's, I think this was Darjeeling. So lovely. These are 200 grams, 800 meters, no, 280 meters, medium full weight wool, really lovely colour. And this is Rambu. That was a bit of a whistle, wasn't it? Number 7. Same stats, but yeah, different colourway. These are going to be like crossover scarves that are ribbed, so they're stretchy, but they stay on, is the aim. So then that little open bit of my coat, I've got a scarf tucked in, but I don't need to keep readjusting it. I thought it would be fun. So yeah, and obviously, as you know, just having finished the acorn hat, autumnal leaf inspired scarf to go with, even more getting round to, by the end of September, I want to look like an acorn autumnal fairy. So yeah, and this is very inspired by my hair colours. They are very peacock and jewel tones, so yeah, this is lovely. And this is super soft, because obviously it's going around your neck and all that, it needs to be soft. This is acrylic, but I'm happy with acrylic. I've been wearing acrylic scarves for years. Certain times actual wool is itchy, so, but yeah, these are lovely and soft and squishy, and I can't wait to see what the colours are going to look like, because they are worked up. So there we go. So a quick Hobie haul. So yeah, very happy with that. I'm going to sit and eat my lunch. I was just about to take a bite into my sandwich as the postman knocked the door. So yeah, so there we go. Little, I think it was like 50, it was like 16 something quid, or maybe a bit more than that. It was 20 something in total, I think. So yeah, and obviously I've got free postage. That was it. The 2 cakes put it over, but I was only going to get 1, but then I wanted 2, so I got 2. So yeah, it was like 20 something quid, but it was worth it, because in it it's 3 projects, finishing off 1 and 2 new scarves. I'm not complaining. So yeah, next clip I should have some better improved hair, but there we go. But I had to show you the haul as I opened it so we could share. So there we go. So hope you enjoyed. Hello folks, it is the 8th of September. I've had a few days off just in general, and I thought I would update you on crochet stuff. I have done some more on one existing whip, and I've started 2 projects, and I've finished one of them. Literally in the past 24 hours I finished it. So let me show you what I started. With the tea time Hobie wool in the, is it Darjeeling? I've started a fold over, let me just take the hook out of the wall, like a fold over cowl thing, on a bit of a travel project. Recently I did a day out, so yeah, so I'm doing this. You're meant to apparently extend it further up and fold it down, but I'm not the biggest fan of loads of high neck stuff, so this will be perfect actually for me. So this is just going to go more out, so it lays more further out my shoulders under my coat. So yes, that's all good. This is a free pattern by Hobie. The one I have made in the past 24 hours is also a free pattern by Hobie, but I adjusted it. It's the tip to tip shawl. I've used, yeah, this tea time one. This is what I have left. The remaining wool, which if I tuck that bit in, there we go. It's not tons, I've used a lot. Is going to be used to make autumnal leaves. Basically, I want to crochet leaves. But what I have made is I basically got to 27 stitches from increasing which one's the increase one? This one, from increasing. I've got to 27 stitches, and I decided I like the width of this as a scarf, and I would just carry on doing that width as a scarf for as long as I wanted it, and then when I decided to just decrease it down. In the pattern it's more of a shawl. Now have you go up to 83, 84 stitches wide and then decrease, so it's just a big triangle. I wanted it as a scarf, so I adapted it. But yeah, this is the colourway. So yeah, so this is my first scarf I've ever made. It's great, isn't it? It reminds me, some bits crunchy leaves, some bits croissant, basically. So yeah, so wrap it round, which is what I always like to do with my scarves, and then I lay them like this because I always have v-neck coats. So yeah, so like this, and it's flat enough to not feel really puffy, but also I can, with a hat, full on hide from the weather or fold down. You know, there is adaptability in this. So I am very happy with my new scarf I've made. So yeah, so I've done this in the past 24 hours. It's all I've done today. It's all I've wanted to do. I've wanted a very chill Monday, so I sat and made a scarf that will go beautifully well with my acorn hat. The next mission is some gloves. So yeah, so I'm kind of having a selfish project moment. I do plan to get 2 Christmas presents still done this month, but we are only on the 8th. I've got 30 days of September to go, you know, to do. So I'm quite content doing a week or two of some selfish projects. And then I have moved on to, because obviously as you saw the Hobie wool arrived, sorry, I'm just sorting the hook out, it's all caught up in here around the leftovers and towards the tiniest little ball. I probably will, now I've done the scarf, just get this finished because this is just triple crochets. I've been working on my skirt, and I have done the multicolour layer here, and then I'm working on the burgundy layer. So yeah, so I've done these 4 rows all the way around, and as you can see, it's a lot of skirt. So yeah, we're now onto the autumnal leaves part of it. So I will probably either today or tomorrow crack on with this little bit of burgundy, and then work onto the browns, greens, mixed green, and then it's rust. So yeah, so then I will see the length of the skirt and decide if that is then it, if I'm quite content and finished with it, you know. So yeah, but that's how far I've got, and I'm really loving my fun pigeon walking on crunchy leaves colourway it's kind of evolved into. But yeah, so feeling very happy with the let's just tuck that up there, how oh god, sorry, for how my autumnal projects are going so far. So yeah, so we have used up a couple balls of wool. What's left of this ball of wool from the scarf, I'm going to literally look up a crochet leaves pattern, watch it, and probably sit and just make some crochet leaves that can be used for various things, you know. I have bought some felt ones, if I quickly show you, that hang down my TV on my greenery in my living room here and there, over there, and I'm thinking if I make some crochet ones I can add them to the greenery, and then that will be a really cool house decoration. So yeah, so that might be either a today or tomorrow project. So there we go. But no, very happy with my project so far. I have got one long scarf. I'm working on a cowl kind of scarf and my skirt. So yeah, I am planning to do Christmas stuff, I promise. But you know, when you just, you know, you get something new in and you're like, oh my god, the colour works perfect with what I've got in my brain. And all I knew on these 2 projects was I wanted to make scarves. That was it. Beyond that I was like, I don't know, I just know that I want to make some scarves. So I'm very happy with my scarves. I'm making. So yeah, so hopefully next time I catch up with you, the cow will be finished. I've only, obviously on the tip to tip one, because you work one end to the other, I've only got 2 ends to weave in, so that is a 2-minute job, and then that is done. I might give it a wee steam just to loosen it up, but it's very loose anyway, and it's made entirely of double crochets, so yeah. But no, I started that 9:30 last night, and it is like, what is the time now? It's just gone 7 in the evening, and obviously I slept, I did other stuff today, but I did also make a scarf, so life is good. But there we go, so there's today's update. And yeah, I will catch up with you next time I have some crochet news. Hello, it is Monday the 15th of September. This will be the last day for this vlog, so I'm going to split it into 2 for September. But I thought I'd catch you up on what I've done over the weekend. I've been quite productive. Made some fingerless gloves using the, I think it's Jeannie Crochet's pattern. They are here on YouTube and on TikTok. They're lovely. I follow them. They follow me. They're adorable. So yeah, made these fingerless mitts using their tutorial. Would you believe this is from the same ball of wool? It does not look like it, but it is. This one is slightly wider, so I should have gone a bit skinnier on this one, but you live and you learn. So yeah, so there we go. So these are really cool. So yeah, got them done. So this is the same wool as the scarf. So now I've made a hat, scarf and gloves. I have finished, let me just grab it, it's behind the camera. I finished my hoodie, and I wore it out this weekend. It's amazing, it came out so well. There's the bottom band, it looks like Rainbow Road from Mario, and yeah, it did very well in the rain. It was comfy, soft, lovely. I got some compliments on it, yeah, so very happy with that. And my new project I've started, because this first 2 weeks of September has been selfish crocheting. I do plan to get into the Christmas stuff, but today's selfish crocheting. I have started, let me just take my hook out. I have started a raglan jumper. This jumper has been a fucking nightmare. I started it last night. I followed a tutorial where you do a rib, the length of the collar you want, you connect it, and then you do double the amount of stitches in. So my rib collar is 80 rows wide, so I did 160, and then started adding, and then you had to do lots more increase points and then decrease it in the body, and it was a lot of work. So I'll sod it, I'll just go and do the 2 increase points, but I did them equally instead of like more at the sides, and it just wasn't lining up and was looking ridiculous. So I started to undo it, and then I decided, and then I worked a bit more back into it, doing the right bits, and then realised it was wobbling, and yeah, it was just too wide. The doubling stitches didn't work, so I had to go back in. I won't get it out because it's in pieces, but I had to cut it off just because I didn't want to, you know, scrap the whole thing. So I did that, got all the things right, did it all properly, to then realise the biggest mess up. This is like quite dark with the metallic sheen, and this is the wool. Beautiful, isn't it? I had 5 balls of this from Vinted. I bought to go as extras with this one, and as you can see, they are quite different. This has a little black haze on it, which is why it's an arse to, you can't frog it because it catches. This one doesn't, but yeah, they're entirely different, even though they are the same colour. This is a much earlier dye batch than this, and yeah, obviously they've changed labels and everything since, but yeah, completely different. So kind of had to make a change. I only had like 5 balls of this, whereas I've got 8 of this, so this is going to be its own separate project. I might add some into this, I'm not too sure, but yeah, so I've got this far. This is 2 balls including the bit I cut off. There's a tiny bit left here, but I finished on the end of a row, so I don't want to carry on. But I've got my bag of autumnal wool out the cupboard, and I do have I have these paint box, where's the one I liked? This one. I have these paint box chunky acrylic, which are ombre Aran wool touch. They're part wool, part acrylic. I have these because I'm using a 5mm hook. So I'm thinking, I like the green's a bit light, I think, if I show you. The green's a bit light, but I'm thinking of going rich tones. So I'm thinking of doing, at the moment I've got 12 rows, and I'm thinking of doing 12 rows of this and then going back in, because I've got another 2 balls here, do another 12 rows back to this, and we'll just adapt it. Oh no, I didn't mean to touch you, sorry, that's my phone. So yeah, so I'm thinking of adapting it, doing that and playing around with it instead. I don't think it's going to be a full long sleeve jumper. I might make it like a knitted shirt, and also the collar stands up, so I'm going to have to make sure I get it the right way, so all the stuff that was going to stay on the inside now, basically it's got to go reverse. But yeah, I'm going to fold the collar down so it sits nice and flat, because I like the look of that and the feel of it around my neck, because I'm quite sensitive to stuff around my neck. So yeah, so I will probably stitch that down at some point when I'm done. But yeah, so I'm going to swap to this wool here, because I do have another ball of the same wool, but this one is more oranges and browns. Whereas I think with this darker green and the black, I think the claret into the red is really more suited for the jewel tones. This, the aim was to make, is to make something autumnal with this as well, but that goes more with the green, I think. So yeah, so we are going to add this on and yeah, get crocheting. Obviously this project is not going to be done today. I'm not realistic, but yeah, it's been a lot of mucking up, trying to frog, cutting stuff off, trying again, mucking up. It's an adventure, this jumper. So actually the reality is, I'm thinking by the time I get to the point where I need to split off for the arms, it's going to be slightly shouldered. I might do like a ribbon edge and make it more like a sweater vest, I think is how it will work out well. Then I don't have to worry about sleeves at all, and then it will just be this green and then this red in varying stripes. So yeah, that is, I think, the best outcome for me making a muck up. But also then it saves all of this wool, because there are 8 balls of it and they're 50-gram balls, to be its own project. So I will get something out of it. I technically would have got 2 projects out of this, but yeah, note to self, check your walls if you're buying extras second hand, because yeah, what a rhubarb. But hey ho, it's coming out lovely though. It's beautifully soft and I love the colour and I love the slight sheen in it. It's really pretty. So yeah, so this moss agate is beautiful, and I love the modern one and the older one with this darker. They are just almost like 2 completely different things though. So yeah, so I'm going to make this into like a glamorous sweater vest, which I was contemplating about making one anyway. But yeah, so I'm just going to add this to it. Yeah, this is Paintbox Yarns Ombre Aran Wool Touch in shade 2. So there we go. So I think that will be it for this video, just because it makes sense. 2 secs, sorry. It's going to be it for this video, just because I don't want to make them too crazy long, and I do think the idea of splitting them up into 2-week increments makes more sense for me. Yeah, and what I will do in the next video is, obviously there will be the next 2 weeks of projects, of which I will hope to get 2 Christmas projects finished, as well as we will do a tally of all the wool I've used up and the projects I've made / finished. So obviously some stuff has just got finished, so yeah, so that is kind of what we are rolling with. So there we go. So but for now I'm going to crack on and make this, yeah, very pretty autumnal sweater vest. I think we're going to go with it in the end. So yeah, so I will catch up with you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and you've enjoyed it, please drop us down a like and a subscribe. Give us a comment, you know, what are you working on, what have you liked, you know, is there anything like any particular wool that's caught your eye that I've used, you know, let's have a chat. And yeah, and I hope you enjoy this like different format of, you know, instead of a crochet podcast, let's go with a vlog, because I like a vlog. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.